Greece, you think you know it. White villages, blue domes, endless beaches. But that's only one version of the story. Greece is one of the most visited countries in Europe, but also one of the most misunderstood. Most travelers associate it mainly with islands, beaches, and whitewashed villages. While these are an important part of the country, they only represent one side of Greece. In reality, Greece is extremely diverse, both geographically and culturally. It includes mountainous regions, ancient cities, medieval towns, volcanic islands, and coastal landscapes that vary significantly from one region to another. Located in southeastern Europe at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa, Greece has been shaped by thousands of years of history, from ancient Greek civilization to Byzantine and Ottoman influences. With more than 6,000 islands and islets, along with a large mountainous mainland, the country offers a wide variety of experiences within relatively short distances. Greek culture is deeply rooted in daily life. Food, family, and local traditions play a central role, and each region has its own identity, cuisine, and lifestyle. In this video, we'll explore some of the destinations across Greece that showcase its history, landscapes, and cultural diversity. Let's begin. Santorini. Santorini is one of the most iconic destinations in the world, instantly recognizable for its dramatic cliffs, whitewashed buildings, and sweeping views over the Aegean Sea. The island was shaped by a massive volcanic eruption, creating the caldera that defines its landscape today. Along its edge, villages seem to cling to the cliffs, suspended above the water. Oia is the most well-known of these. Its narrow walking paths, soft-toned buildings, and uninterrupted sea views make it one of the most photographed places in Greece. As the day comes to an end, the atmosphere begins to shift. Oia's traditional windmills, once used for milling grain, stand quietly along the cliffs, becoming silhouettes against the sky as the sunset turns the entire landscape gold. But Santorini isn't only about its views. On the other side of the island, the scenery changes completely. Beaches like Parissa are covered in black volcanic sand, a reminder of the island's origins. Santorini is where natural forces and human design come together, creating a place that feels both powerful and carefully shaped. So when you picture it, is it the cliffs, the sunsets, or the volcanic landscape that stands out to you most? Athens. Athens, the capital of Greece, is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, with a history spanning over 3,000 years. At its core lies the Acropolis, home to the Parthenon, a symbol of ancient Greek civilization and a key landmark in the development of Western history, philosophy, and democracy. At the base of the Acropolis lies the ancient theatre of Dionysus, one of the earliest theatres in the world, where classical tragedies and comedies were first performed, shaping the foundations of Western theatre as we know it today. Visitors can explore the Acropolis archaeological site and the nearby Acropolis Museum, where the city's ancient past is preserved and presented in a modern setting. Athens is also a living, evolving city, where ancient monuments exist alongside everyday urban life. The contrast between history and the present makes Athens a unique blend of past and modernity. If you had just one day in Athens, would you spend it exploring the ancient ruins like the Acropolis or experiencing the rhythm of the city today? Mykonos. Mykonos is one of Greece's most famous islands, internationally known for its nightlife and beach clubs. However, beyond its party reputation, the island features traditional Cycladic architecture with narrow, whitewashed streets, blue accents, and small churches scattered throughout the town. At the heart of the island is Mykonos town, Meteora, a maze-like settlement designed to protect against strong winds and past invasions, now filled with boutique shops, cafes, and local restaurants. Despite its popularity, it still maintains elements of its original character and charm. Key landmarks include the Mykonos windmills, which overlook the town and date back to the island's past as a center of grain production, and the waterfront area of Little Venice, where colorful buildings sit directly above the sea and create one of the island's most recognizable views. During the day, visitors can explore quieter beaches and more traditional areas away from the main town, offering a different and more relaxed perspective of the island. Mykonos also serves as a gateway to the nearby island of Delos, one of the most important archaeological sites in Greece, adding a layer of historical significance to an otherwise modern and lively destination. Mykonos combines tourism, local tradition, and entertainment, making it one of the most dynamic destinations in the Aegean. Kalymnos. Kalymnos is a lesser-known island in the Dodecanese, offering a more authentic and less commercialized experience compared to Greece's more famous destinations. The island has a strong local identity, reflected in its traditional harbor towns, everyday island life, and welcoming atmosphere. Visitors can explore quiet beaches, small villages, and scenic viewpoints, often without the crowds found on more popular islands. Kalymnos represents a different side of Greece, one focused on nature, tradition, and a slower, more local way of life. Rhodes. Rhodes is one of the most historically rich islands in Greece, located in the Dodecanese and known for its well-preserved medieval architecture. The old town of Rhodes is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, featuring stone streets, fortified walls, and landmarks such as the Palace of the Grand Master, reflecting the island's past under the Knights of St. John. Beyond its history, Rhodes also offers a variety of landscapes, including long, sandy beaches, coastal cliffs, and traditional villages such as Lindos, known for its whitewashed houses, and the Acropolis of Lindos, an ancient citadel perched high above the sea with sweeping views of the coastline, as well as nearby St. Paul's Bay, a small, sheltered cove with clear turquoise waters. At the southern tip, Prasonisi Beach is a unique natural spot where two seas meet, creating strong winds and ideal conditions for surfing and windsurfing, attracting both beginners and experienced riders. Mandraki Port, located in the heart of Rhodes town, is the island's historic harbor and was once believed to be the site of the Colossus of Rhodes. Today, it is a scenic waterfront area lined with cafes, sailing boats, and landmarks like the deer statues at its entrance. The island combines history, architecture, and beach life, making it one of the most well-rounded destinations in Greece. Crete. Crete isn't just an island, it feels like a country of its own. It's a place where ancient history, wild landscapes, and everyday life all exist side by side. Here, you can walk through the Palace of Knossos, one of the most important remnants of the ancient Minoan civilization, and then, just a few hours later, find yourself along the coastline, where some of the most breathtaking beaches in Europe begin to appear. On the western edge of the island, places like Balos Lagoon feel almost unreal. Turquoise shallows, white sand, and a wild, untouched landscape come together in a setting that looks more like a painting than a real place. Just nearby, Elafonisi Beach stretches out with its soft pink-tinged sand and shallow, crystal-clear waters, creating one of the most unforgettable coastal scenes in the Mediterranean. Not far from Balos, the island of Gramvusa rises with its rugged cliffs and Venetian fortress, adding a sense of history and adventure to the already dramatic landscape. On the eastern side, Agios Nikolaos offers a more relaxed rhythm. Seaside cafes, quiet streets, and everyday local life create a slower, more intimate atmosphere that feels worlds away from the island's more dramatic coastlines. And then there's Chania. On the western coast, Chania brings a completely different mood. Its old town is a maze of narrow streets and warm-toned buildings, opening up to a Venetian harbor that feels suspended in time. Cafes line the waterfront, and as the sun sets, the lighthouse becomes the quiet focal point of the entire scene. It's this contrast that defines Crete. Ancient ruins, dramatic coastlines, hidden lagoons, and lived-in coastal towns, all existing in one place, yet feeling like multiple worlds. Crete isn't just one experience, it's many, all in one island. So if you had to choose, would you start with the history, the coast, or the hidden beaches? Zakynthos. Zakynthos is known for its dramatic coastline and turquoise waters in the Ionian Sea. Its most famous site, Navagio Beach, also known as Shipwreck Beach, is surrounded by steep limestone cliffs and accessible only by boat. The Blue Caves are another major attraction, where sunlight creates bright reflections inside sea caves, making the water appear deep blue. Visitors can also explore coastal villages, boat tours around the island, and protected marine areas that are home to the endangered caretta sea turtle. Zakynthos is primarily focused on natural scenery and coastal exploration. Kefalonia. Kefalonia is one of the most visually striking islands in the Ionian Sea, known for its dramatic landscapes and natural beauty. Its most famous location, Myrtos Beach, is widely considered one of the most beautiful beaches in Greece, with bright white pebbles and deep blue waters framed by steep cliffs. The viewpoint above Myrtos offers one of the island's most iconic panoramas, while the beach itself feels raw, open, and untouched. Assos Beach, set in one of the island's most picturesque villages, offers a slower and more intimate atmosphere. The small peninsula, colorful houses, and calm, crystal-clear waters create a postcard-like setting where everything feels quiet and unhurried. Pteri Beach is one of Kefalonia's most secluded spots, accessible mainly by boat or hiking trail. Surrounded by white cliffs and dramatic natural terrain, it feels completely untouched, with bright turquoise waters and a strong sense of isolation. Agostoli, the island's capital, offers a more lively contrast. Its waterfront promenade is filled with cafes, sea views, and evening activity, blending modern island life with traditional charm. Monastery of Agios Gerasimos is the island's main religious site, known for its peaceful atmosphere and cultural significance. Another natural highlight is Melisani Lake, a hidden underground lagoon where sunlight illuminates the water in glowing shades of blue, creating a surreal and unforgettable experience. Beyond its beaches and towns, Kefalonia also reveals caves, mountains, and traditional villages, making it a destination where dramatic nature, culture, and quiet island life exist side by side. Lefkada. Lefkada is one of the most unique islands in Greece, known for its dramatic coastline and some of the most striking beaches in the country. Unlike most Greek islands, Lefkada is connected to the mainland by a bridge, making it easily accessible by car. At the entrance of the island stands the fortress of Agia Mavra, a medieval castle built in the 14th century by the Franks and later modified by the Venetians and Ottomans. It once played a key defensive role in controlling access to the island, and today remains one of its most important historical landmarks, reflecting Lefkada's layered past. The island is especially famous for its west coast beaches, where steep cliffs meet the Ionian Sea. Porto Katsiki is among the most iconic, known for its dramatic white cliffs and crystal-clear turquoise waters that drop steeply into the deep blue sea, creating one of the most photographed coastal scenes in Greece. Nearby, Milos Beach stretches along a long, wide coastline of soft sand and clear water, surrounded by wild hills and cliffs. Its remote access and untouched natural setting give it a peaceful, almost isolated atmosphere, making it feel completely removed from the more developed beaches of the island. In contrast, the red desert area nearby stands out with its reddish soil and sculpted rocky formations, creating a striking, almost otherworldly landscape that feels very different from the typical Ionian scenery. At the southern tip of the island stands the Lefkada Lighthouse at Cape Lefkatas, dramatically positioned on cliff edges above the sea and tied to the ancient legend of the Lover's Leap. Beyond its coastline, Lefkada also features mountainous landscapes, traditional villages, and winding roads that offer panoramic sea views. Lefkada combines accessibility, dramatic natural scenery, outdoor activity, and historical depth, making it one of the most visually impressive destinations in the Ionian Sea. The world is full of extraordinary places. Subscribe and let's discover them together. Corfu. Corfu, located in the Ionian Sea, stands out from other Greek islands due to its strong Venetian, French, and British influences, which have shaped its architecture, culture, and overall character. Unlike the whitewashed Cycladic islands, Corfu features colorful buildings, lush green landscapes, and a more European architectural style, with rolling hills, olive groves, and cypress trees covering much of the island. This makes it one of the greenest and most visually diverse islands in Greece. The Old Town of Corfu is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, known for its narrow alleyways, historic fortifications, and layered history shaped by centuries of foreign rule. The old fortress, rising dramatically on a rocky peninsula overlooking the Ionian Sea, is one of the island's most iconic landmarks. Built by the Venetians, it once served as a major defensive stronghold, protecting the island from invasions. Today, it offers sweeping views of Corfu town and the coastline, with its stone walls, tunnels, and elevated positions reflecting its strategic importance through history. The island is also known for its coastline, with beaches ranging from dramatic cliff formations like Porto Timoni, a rare double bay where two turquoise coves sit on either side of a narrow strip of land, creating one of the most photographed natural spots on the island, to the wide golden sands of Kontogialos Beach, surrounded by green hills and known for its clear water, long shoreline, and relaxed coastal atmosphere. Beyond its scenery, Corfu offers a mix of traditional villages, scenic coastal drives, and viewpoints that reveal both the Ionian Sea and the island's mountainous interior. Corfu combines natural beauty, historical influences, and a distinct cultural identity that sets it apart from the rest of Greece. Mount Athos. Mount Athos is a unique monastic region located on a peninsula in northern Greece. Known as the Holy Mountain, it has been an important spiritual center for Orthodox Christianity for over 1,000 years. The area is home to historic monasteries that are still active today, preserving centuries-old traditions, religious art, manuscripts, and monastic life that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. Access is highly restricted and only permitted under special conditions, which helps preserve its isolation and spiritual atmosphere. This makes it one of the most secluded, untouched, and sacred places in Greece, both culturally and historically. Meteora. Meteora is one of the most unique landscapes in Greece, located in central mainland Greece. It is known for its massive rock pillars rising dramatically from the plain, each topped with historic monasteries built between the 14th and 16th centuries by monks seeking isolation and spiritual refuge in an almost inaccessible setting. Several monasteries are still active today and open to visitors, offering insight into centuries of religious history, Byzantine architecture, and monastic life that has remained deeply rooted in tradition. Visitors can walk or drive between viewpoints, explore hiking trails around the rock formations, and visit nearby towns such as Kalambaka and Kastraki, which sit at the base of the cliffs and offer close-up views of the landscape. Meteora is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is considered one of the most important cultural and natural landmarks in Greece, where dramatic geology and spiritual heritage come together in a truly unique setting. Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus is the highest mountain in Greece and one of the most iconic in both nature and mythology. In ancient Greek mythology, it was believed to be the home of the 12 Olympian gods, making it one of the most significant symbolic locations in Greek culture. Today, Mount Olympus is a national park and a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, known for its rich biodiversity, dense forests, and alpine landscapes. The mountain features a network of hiking trails that lead through different elevations, from wooded paths to rocky peaks. Its highest summit, Mykonos, reaches nearly 3,000 meters and attracts experienced hikers and climbers. Visitors can explore the area through guided hikes, scenic routes, and nearby villages such as Litakoro, which serves as a starting point for many mountain routes. Mount Olympus represents a different side of Greece, one shaped by mythology, nature, and adventure, far from the typical island experience. Milos. Milos is a volcanic island known for its unusual rock formations, rich geological history, and diverse coastline shaped by centuries of volcanic activity. It is part of the Cyclades, but stands out for its dramatic scenery and more relaxed, less commercial atmosphere compared to many nearby islands, while still offering a strong sense of local character and tradition. Sarakiniko Beach is one of the most famous spots, featuring smooth white volcanic rock shaped by wind and sea erosion, creating a striking lunar-like landscape. The contrast between the bright stone and deep blue sea makes it one of the island's most iconic and photographed locations, especially during early morning and sunset, when the light enhances its sculpted formations. The island also has hidden caves, natural harbors, and traditional fishing villages, such as Klima, where colorful houses are built directly on the water. Mandrakia is another small village known for its calm harbor, carved boat garages called Sirmata, and authentic local atmosphere. Nearby, Pheropotamos is a quiet coastal spot with turquoise water, a small sandy beach, and whitewashed buildings set against the rocks, offering a peaceful and picturesque setting. Beyond its coastline, Milos is characterized by constantly changing volcanic landscapes, with cliffs, layered rock colors, and sheltered bays that make each part of the island feel distinct and naturally shaped. Boat tours are one of the best ways to explore it, as many beaches and sea caves are only accessible from the water, revealing hidden parts of the coastline. Milos offers a quieter and more natural alternative to more developed tourist islands, combining unique landscapes, tradition, and a laid-back island feel. Zagoria, mountains. The Zagori region in northwestern Greece is known for its mountainous landscapes, traditional stone villages, and protected natural scenery within the Pindus mountain range. It is home to Vikos Gorge, one of the deepest gorges in the world, offering dramatic views and hiking routes through Vikos National Park. The area consists of small stone villages connected by mountain paths and historic stone bridges, with architecture that has remained largely unchanged for centuries. Visitors come here for hiking, nature, and traditional mountain hospitality, experiencing a very different side of Greece compared to its islands, focused more on wilderness and rural life. Between Greece's islands and places like Zagori's mountain villages, which side of the country feels more interesting to you? Greece is a country defined by its diversity, from ancient cities and volcanic islands to mountain regions and coastal towns. Each destination offers a different perspective on the country's identity. What makes Greece unique is not just its beauty, but the contrast between its regions, cultures, and landscapes. Whether you are interested in history, nature, or local life, Greece offers a wide range of experiences within a relatively small geographic area. Each place tells a different part of the story. Which destination would you explore first? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel guides and cinematic journeys around the world.